Does it hurt more to be rejected or to be forgotten? The answer is both at the same time. Imagine your romantic partner broke up with you, and then you found out that they proceeded to erase you from their mind. How would you feel? The song Holding Someone's Hair Back, not mine, definitely, by Circa Survive, dives right into this pain. Alejandro here. I have created this channel to deeply explore my favorite music. Today we will start with one of my favorite albums by one of my absolute favorite bands. This is the album Juturna by Circa Survive. I will try to break down each song of the album in an individual video. This way you can play the song right after. I'm just getting started with this channel, so please consider including me in your rotation and make sure you leave music suggestions for me. Okay, so let's get started. This song, like many others in this album, appear to be partially inspired by the movie Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, starring Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet, which, by the way, I highly recommend watching if you haven't. There will be some mild spoilers in this video, so if you prefer watching the movie without knowing anything about it, you may stop right now. Otherwise, don't worry, I will only cover some bits from the movie's premise. Okay, let's get into it. In my opinion, all of these songs achieve something I really appreciate in music, which is coherence between the themes, the lyrics, and the music itself. The album kicks off with a powerfully devastating theme, the act of being rejected and erased from someone's mind after a romantic fallout, all from the perspective of the one being erased. Musically, it feels like the song is waking us up from a dream in which the main character is spiraling. He is trapped in his own chaotic mind, repeatedly being slipped away into some abyss. The song starts with this punchy staccato beat, this repeated pattern, where the subject seems to be ruminating and just contemplating what's happening. He is mad and he is hurt, but he's also deeply offended. In this state of mind, the subject feels like the decision by her to cut him off completely out of her mind is a condescending decision, almost a diminishment of what the relationship was. It feels like an insult. You get this feeling repeated along the whole song, where the lines switch back and forth between his own desperate thoughts and what he thinks she is saying with her actions. It's a surprise you haven't cried yet. It's nothing personal, you're an embarrassment. Which feel violent to him. But then, eventually, this repetition gets interrupted by something that feels like an ethereal rapture. Where the subject is being pulled apart by all these feelings. Musically, what's happening here is that the instruments shift phases, almost going out of sync with each other. And everyone in the band begins to hold their notes for longer, almost matching this pattern of the subject's mind. In the film, the main character, Joel, is devastated by Clementine's decision to erase him. And in a kind of emotional retribution, he agrees to do the same. But midway through, he changes his mind. He tries to hold on to the memories as they are erasing them. And this is where something interesting happens in the movie, because he's not really just holding on to her. It's an idea of her that is attached to his memories. And these memories propagate even through his childhood. Effectively, we see her being idealized throughout the different lenses of who Joel was. It's like a psychological immune response. His mind protects him by remembering the good bits. In this dreamlike state, much like the song's hazy psychedelic guitar textures, she becomes who he wants her to be, an eternal sunshine. We could debate if this is a healthy thing to do. In all of us, I think we find this same pattern. I think it's a subconscious attempt to try to nurture those good parts of each other. Okay, now let's go through some of the lines. The first line, don't say a word, don't be grateful if I ever made you laugh. There's a sense of defiance here. Like he's saying, don't even give me the smallest reason to miss you. It's like a fight against sentimentality and an admission of how much it hurts to be discarded. It mirrors that feeling that when you're going through a breakup, you start clinging to the good memories and the good feelings you had for that person. But at the same time, you try to resist these feelings. Then we have the lines, turn away your head. What do I deserve? What do I deserve instead? I think these lines capture the anguish of being coldly shut out. The turn away your head signals this emotional abandonment. Please go. And the plea, what do I deserve, reveals the perception of worthlessness that accompanies heartbreak, or even just the rejection by a loved one. In the line, he's got the motive, but no transportation. I think this line connects directly to Joel, because he is trapped in this dreamlike state where they're erasing his memories. And he has that emotional drive, the motive to love, to hold on, to connect. But he lacks the means. He is trapped here. He has no way to transport himself out of the state. He is a victim of the motions of his subconscious mind in this. He is emotionally paralyzed, just like in the film where he is scrambling through memories and they're collapsing on him, where nowhere to go. He is trapped in longing with no agency at all. Then the accusation in the line, you are an embarrassment. This feels more of an interpretation of something she is saying, but more deeply, I think, it could reflect what the erasure itself communicates, that he is not worth remembering. It's more of an interpretation of her actions more than something she's actually saying. In the film, Joel has to run through his own psyche and protect all those fragments of himself that are tied to her. Because our identities and our relationships are inseparable from our memories. To erase one means you will damage the other. This reminds me of the movie Shall We Dance from 2004, where one of the characters is asked, what is the purpose of marriage? She argues that in marriage, you are promising to care about every aspect of another person's life, their past, their present, their future, to be witnesses and ensure their life isn't unnoticed. In conclusion, this song does a really good job at reflecting the whole emotional landscape of the film. A surreal, emotionally chaotic inner world where pain and longing collide with memory and idealization. The lyrics give a voice to the person being cut out. It's not just about a breakup. It's about the violence of forgetting and the deep, natural human need to be remembered. In both the movie and the song, there is a motive without transportation. The will to live, the will to love, the will to hold on and heal without a clear path to do so. Holding someone's hair back because they're unable to do it themselves. Are you cutting me out now after crawling inside?